Today, we're going to do a simple guide for a feature that might just save your next trip, using Apple Maps when you have zero internet connection. It's been built right into iPhones since iOS 17, and honestly, it is a total game changer.
You've been there, right? We all have. You're out somewhere new, maybe hiking or driving through a spot with patchy service. You pull out your phone for directions and you get this, the dreaded spinning wheel of nothing. Your map just refuses to load. And it's not just annoying, it can be genuinely stressful.
But what if I told you your iPhone already has the perfect fix for this baked right in? Well, it does. It's called Offline Maps, and it's this incredibly powerful feature that basically turns your phone into a reliable GPS unit that needs absolutely no cell signal to work.
So you can really think of it as your ultimate backup plan. With just a little bit of prep before you head out, you can make sure that losing your signal never ever means losing your way again. All right, so how do you actually get this to work? It's easy. I'm going to walk you through 3 main ways to download a map for your next adventure. They're all super straightforward, so you can just pick whichever one makes the most sense for you at the time. Okay, so method 1 is probably the most common way you'll do this, just searching for a location. You open up Maps, tap your little profile picture, find Offline Maps, and then hit Download New Map. From there, you just type in a city, like Paris, or even a whole region like Lake Tahoe. And then you'll get this adjustable box. You can pinch it to zoom in or out, drag the corners, just get the exact area you need. And then you just hit download. And here's a feature I find really, really helpful. As you're moving that box around, the app actually shows you the exact download size in real time. This is fantastic because you know precisely how much space it's going to take up on your phone before you commit. There's no guesswork involved at all. Okay, but what if the place you want to save isn't a named city or some bug-defined park? Well, for that, there's an even more precise method. This one's the dropped pin method. You just find any spot on the map. Could be a trailhead, a remote campsite, whatever. And you just press and hold to drop a pin. A little card will pop up from the bottom, and right there, you'll see a download button. This is absolutely perfect for saving those really specific zones that don't have an official name. And last but not least, there's a third method that fits right into how you probably use maps every day. You can download a map directly from a search result. So let's say you're looking up a national park or a restaurant you're planning to go to. Once you search for it and the result pops up, just look for that little More button, the one with the 3 dots. Tap that, and a menu will appear with the option to download map. It's so convenient because you can save the map right then and there while you're planning your trip. Okay, so now that you've downloaded a few maps, you're going to need to know how to manage them. This part is pretty key for keeping your phone organized and making sure your maps are actually up to date when you need them most. And this is basically your control panel, right in the Offline Map settings. You can rename your maps to something you'll actually remember, like summer hiking trip. You can resize them if you realize, oops, I need a bigger area. I would definitely recommend keeping automatic updates turned on. That way your maps stay fresh whenever you're on Wi-Fi. And optimize storage, that one's a lifesaver. It'll automatically delete maps you haven't used in a while so they don't just sit there taking up space. All right, this brings us to the most important question of all. What can you actually do when your phone says no service? Which features still work? Well, the answer is pretty much everything that really matters. The second you go offline, Apple Maps automatically switches over to your saved data. You still get turn-by-turn directions, whether you're driving, walking, or even cycling. You still get your estimated time of arrival. You can even see important stuff like business hours and ratings, and you can search for other places, as long as they're inside the area you downloaded. The core navigation experience, it stays completely intact. So mastering this on your iPhone is already a huge win. But for those of you who want to take your off-grid navigation to the absolute next level, there's one more device we should probably talk about. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. What if you could sync these exact same offline maps directly to your Apple Watch? Imagine getting all those directions right on your wrist without ever having to pull out your phone. Just something to think about.